Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar. Don't mind the gray hair, cause she definitely shining through now. Cause I ain't been, hiding it, with this. So you gonna see them gray edges. It is what it is. I done already told the people. I'm old, honey. I'm old. I love telling people I'm old. No, I don't, actually believe I'm old because I'm really not. I'm 39. I'll be 40 next year. I got 6 more months till I'm 40. But I digress. So anyway, I came on here to tell y'all about some things. You know what I'm saying? First of all, let me tell y'all about what I found when I was out yesterday. Now, I wanted to tell y'all about it yesterday, but when I got home, I went on ahead and decompressed because before I even get into that, I got to tell y'all about what was going on with me yesterday. So yesterday, I woke up and I thought I was okay, but I wasn't. I was really sad, overcome with depression and all that stuff. And then I kept saying to myself, well, what am I going to do? Like, I don't want to be here stagnant. What am I going to do? Because I'm off. I should be enjoying this day. I should be happy. And to add insult to injury, y'all, my period is on. My period literally came on right when I left work, which was Saturday morning. And I'm like, well, I mean, I can't be mad because it's my fault. It didn't popped on early because I was eating like trash most of the time. And it's like I've been on, off, or whatever. And like I told y'all before, whatever happens, it is what it is, and I'm gonna take responsibility for it. And I just been eating whatever I want to eat, and not just strictly eating the fruits that I have been wanting to just eat. Mainly watermelon, cedar watermelon. So anyway, with that being the situation, I said to myself, "Oh dang, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't want to just sit here." So I took it upon myself to leave. And when I say leave, I went on a little drive. I took my cell phone out for a little drive. And I feel like I'm off center. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. I just feel weird. I don't know. But anyway, I took myself out for a drive. I went to another city. I went pretty much 45 minutes to an hour away. And, I took myself out for breakfast. And I got me some lunch on the way back too. So I ain't have to go back out just in case I wanted something while I was out. And that's what I did. And, I just let myself feel the feelings that I was feeling because I have a tendency to just bottle stuff up and keep on going as if that didn't just happen. And it's like, no, that's not the way to be. You can't just bottle stuff up and think it's going to go away. So I wanted to feel the feelings, experience them, and just release them. So I went through the motions, did all that. And I felt a little bit better once I got back home. Something else made it a little bit better, but I get to that. That'll be the last thing I talk about. But when I came back to the city, I said, okay, I had already said one of these days I was gonna leave out and go get fruit and come back home. My intentions have always been to leave out super early, like right when the stores open, so that I can be back before the temperature starts to get hot. Okay, that's my old routine ever since I've been a child, meaning back when I was living at home, all of that. We would leave out before the sun would come up, go grocery shopping, and come back because it's hot. We live in the country. We got a nice little ride. Don't nobody have time for that. And even though I live in the city now, it's a very country city, but I digress. I believe in as soon as possible, especially since I'm getting off on mornings, on the like during the morning shifts or whatever. If I'm faced with a situation where I can't do it when I'm off, or I procrastinated or whatever, I did a lot of procrastinating and all that. I want to at least do it as soon as I get off. So I was like, no, nah, let me go ahead and do this while I'm off. And when I came back to the city, I said, well, I didn't do it, meaning I didn't get up to go and handle my business because I wanted to get it done at 6. And I mean, I was up, I was alert, and I just didn't feel like going nowhere, so I didn't do it. So anyway, I ended up doing all that when I came back. So I stopped by the store. I said, well, let me see what they got going on. Didn't look at no flyer or nothing prior because I just wanted to go and look and see what they had in the actual produce department. So I dropped by Food Lion, one of the Food Lion locations. Y'all, if you don't know me as a person, you're not going to understand. So I got to tell you what it's hitting for. So it don't take much for me to be excited about something or get excited about something, because my reaction is going to prove to you how excited I really am. Y'all, I'm in the store and I'm looking and I'm like, dang, them peaches look all right, but I don't trust them. So I was like, I'm not going to do that today. I might do it another day because I want to at least give it a chance again before it's over with for this season, because it ain't no Virginia peach that I was looking at in that moment. So I was like, yeah, I might give it a chance. Y'all, I pulled up and went over and I was like, why it look like so many limes over there? Like, why they got it loaded down with limes? And then I was like, why it look like key limes over there? Y'all, I have been to every single Food Lion location in this area. We have several. Never in life have I seen a bag of key limes. For the longest, especially when I was on my alkaline journey, heavy, like no mess ups, I had to order a bag of key limes offline for $25 every single time I wanted some. $25 for a bag of key limes. Key limes, not limes. They're completely different. Okay? Uh, that's what I was used to. So then, over the last couple of years, finally found somewhere that brings them in. So I was going there. I was getting them for $4 a bag at Whole Foods. So that's where I go when I get specific things or whatever. Anyway, so if nothing else, I was going to Whole Foods to get a bag of key limes. I mainly do them, you know, incorporate them in whatever I'm doing when I know I'm doing alkaline heavy or I'm really trying to get back into it like that. And I put it in my spring water specifically, right? Y'all, I went over there today to the random location that I went to, well, yesterday. That's why I was like, why like they got so many bags of limes over there? Man, I rolled up. I said, I know not. I know not, because they look different. I looked. They had key limes. They had key limes. Y'all, I cannot. They had key limes in there. This bag was $2.99. I had to stop myself, y'all. I will scream about stuff like this. Y'all think it ain't nothing, it ain't that deep. I will scream about stuff like this. I was in the process of screaming. I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself, like, for real. Y'all, I could not believe I ain't never seen a key lime nowhere except in random Walmart. And Walmart normally have rotten fruit. Very rarely do I find any particular fruit that I want that's not rotten. The key limes used to stay rotten every time I went. No matter what location I went to, they were rotten, or it was a day from being not palatable. Something that you were not going to be able to use. And all I do is I squeeze these into my spring water for the most part. Unless I'm making a alkaline fruit drink, if you will, or a lemonade, or whatever, because I've done that before where I had a whole bunch of alkaline approved fruits that I squeezed in there and made it into a whole situation, and it was so delicious, it was so refreshing. Oh my gosh, I've done that before, but I don't do that very, very often, because to me, that's along the lines of a treat. And for me, I personally feel like if I do something like that, if I'm doing something like that on a regular, that's something that I feel like I should indulge in only if I have been on my alkaline journey or fruitarian journey for a whole lot longer. Because that means everything has been pushed out, all the mucus is gone, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, nothing is phasing me, nothing is getting to me to make me feel like, oh my gosh, I'm in a bad place. Let me go grab this, something that I don't need to be eating, whatever, right? So it is what it is. But yeah, I almost, oh Lord, y'all, I could not believe they had key limes. Key limes. And they had a decent amount of, and none of them look rotten. And I was like, wait. So at first I was going to get 2 bags. I said, no, just get one. Just get one. And they look really, really good, y'all. I can't believe they ain't rotten or none of that. So I'm going to start bringing some with me that are already cut up, so I can, squeeze them in my water at work to make my water alkaline. Because I already told y'all, they provide the spring water at my job. They buy spring water from some business in Virginia. you know what I'm saying, to try to keep the money in Virginia. And so we have a whole lot of spring water. Y'all, excuse my eye is itching so bad. We have a whole lot of spring water, so I don't have to bring spring water to work. I can load up on spring water, and whenever I go on break or right when, you know, my shift is about to start before I go to my meeting, I could just sprinkle it right on in my little cup in my bottle and mix it up with my spring water and sip on that all day, because that helps my appetite too. Because most of the time I don't have no food, but this week I might be having some food. Y'all will never guess what else I came across while I was in that store. Let me calm down, because I saw those first and I bypassed it because I was like, wait a minute. But then I looked back, because there's something that I have looked at and been looking at and looking for. Let me say that I've been searching for something for a while, hadn't seen it in years, and I used to religiously see them, which is why whenever people would get online and say, oh, I don't never see these in the store, I don't never see these in the store, and I'm like, I see them all the time. The main place I always see them is at a Food Lion. If I don't see them nowhere else, I see them at a Food Lion. And what I'm talking about, y'all, are seeded grapes, okay? Globe grapes or whatever, right? They have seeds in them. Well, I haven't seen a seeded grape in I don't know how long, like maybe a year, 2 years tops, right? Which, you know, I was kind of like, okay. And I didn't sweat it like that, only because I had so many other options that were at my disposal. So I was like, cool, that's fine. But I look all of the time. Like, I always go over there and I look and I'm like, are they over here? What's going on? I'm always looking, right? Child, look what they had in the stove, y'all. I really almost screamed again. Look what they had in the stove. Muscadines. Muscadines. Look, these were on sale for $2.99. But look what else they had. Muscadines. Listen, I'll take this off so that y'all can see it, because it's a completely different brand, but that's what came with it, so I left it on there. But muscadines. Now, I don't know how many ever had a muscadine before, but I love muscadines. We used to have muscadines all the time. My parents used to purchase some. I don't think we had a tree that would bear that particular fruit, but fun fact, we used to have persimmon trees all around our property in the country. And I used to go up to the trees and get persimmons all the time. But the same issue that I have with persimmons are the same issues that I have with muscadines. And when I say issues, I don't know if anybody else experiences this or not. If y'all have ever had persimmons, or if you've ever had muscadines, tell me if this has ever been an issue for you. Whenever I eat persimmons or muscadines, if the juice from either of those fruits touches anything on my face, it gets itchy. It's always been like that since I've been a child. I don't know what it is, but this stuff is good for you. So that's what is very confusing to me. It's like, why is this itchy? I don't understand. But anyway, it tasted so good. Y'all, the persimmons that I used to get straight off the trees used to be so good that I would risk it all. And I mean, I would devour them like they were nothing because they were that good. And I'd be like, I don't care about my mouth being itchy, because I'm always dropping something on my lip, dropping something on my chin, doing something somewhere on my face. And I was like, I don't even care. I don't remember if I told y'all or not, but last year, I think last year, I saw some persimmons in the store. I said, I know there ain't no persimmon. And I walked up and they had persimmon printed out there on the little sheet. And I was like, don't y'all having persimmons in the stove? I was confused, y'all. I was confused and pleasantly surprised, but at the same time, I was cautious, because I was like, where it came from? Like, y'all don't understand. I really do wonder about where exactly certain things came from. Because just like I've been telling y'all for the last couple of weeks, them Virginia peaches have been hard as bricks, and they ain't it. And I've purchased them before, hoping that I'll be able to let them sit out in a warmer type of environment and they would soften up. Absolutely not. All they would do is rot from the inside and be hard as bricks. Like, I just don't understand. Why are these even being considered as something that's edible? Why are y'all putting it in the store for somebody to purchase? And I'm just like, that's why y'all keep having it on sale every week or every other week. They didn't have them for 99 cents a pound. I'm like, ain't nobody buying them. You can't do, like, okay, I might need to stand corrected because if any of y'all have ever had them before and have purchased them and you are bakers or something, are these good to bake peach cobbler with or something? Is that what this is? Because otherwise, I don't understand. Or make preserves with. I'm not finna do none of that. I'm only strictly trying to buy them so I can eat them as is, or throw them into a blender and make me a smoothie, or make me some sorbet. I don't want no parts of it otherwise. But anyway, I digress because if you ain't never had no good Alabama or Georgia peach, then you'd have missed out. I'm just saying. Anyway, South Carolina, I ain't gonna lie, they in the running. They have some good ones. Cause one year I loaded up, I don't know how much I loaded up on, but I loaded up on them because they was doing the most. But yeah, y'all, like I'm saying, these muscadines have seeds, okay? And my parents didn't tell me, or if they did, I didn't pay attention to it, or I thought, oh, that ain't that bad. I'm thinking one seed. Absolutely not. So I used to just pop in my mouth thinking it was just one seed because they look so good. Absolutely not. So this is what they look like. And there are seeds within. So that one has six. Okay, y'all? And believe it or not, it's still in my mouth because it's a thicker consistency than regular grapes, right? So if you're not a texture person like me, this ain't gonna be for you. Now, I am gonna still eat this, but I wanted y'all to see that that's typically the way that I eat them. I don't know. I guess it's just my way of trying to prevent myself from having an itchy face, mouth, and all of that. Trying not to drop no juice on me, cause it be doing the most. It gets extremely itchy. I don't know what that is about. It's always been like this since I've been a young child, meaning under the age of 10. My entire life, ever since the first time I ever bit into a persimmon or had muscadines, it's always been the exact same reaction. I don't know what that is, but it is what it is. I think I researched it at one point in time, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, it's very common. I ain't got time for it. But again, the consistency is very thick and it's very good if you want to do preserves and all that stuff. Pies, there are people who use it in pies and all that. You would need to let me know ahead of time if you've done this as a pie because, like I said, I need to make sure it's not touching my mouth, my face, none of that. But anyway, y'all, I know that the skin is great for you. So after I'm done, and yes, I've already cleaned this off. I cleaned off six individual ones, three of each, prior to me turning on this camera. So yes, I don't play that. I clean my vegetables and fruit. I do not play that at all. So, but yeah, I am big on fiber. So I tend to, I don't know what it is. I tend to like most things that are like high in fiber that I shouldn't like really love like that, like prunes and the skin of apples. Like I don't know, I would devour apples all day, like and I will have an ungodly amount. So I know that. Well, I used to as a child and put it like that, but I know that's not the way to be. So I try to stop. But yeah, y'all, I could not believe these people had muscadines in the stove. But yeah, y'all, let me tell y'all about the last thing, then I'm gonna let y'all go. So I'm still eating these muscadines, and I'm gonna tell y'all. So like I told y'all the other day, there are people who've been trying to reach out to me, trying to talk to me, and all this other stuff. So there's this one guy who lives in Virginia. He doesn't live too far away. He lives a couple of hours away. But it was just so random that we had such a great connection. Like I was not expecting a connection really from him like that. And oh, and for those of y'all who don't know, if you've ever had the gold, green, or whatever color you want to consider these specific persimmons to be, these, then these taste the most like persimmons. So I don't know if they're closely related. Well, let me say I don't remember. I don't remember if they're related to one another in the family of them in the fruit family or whatever, but they taste like persimmons to me. So I think that's why whenever I did have them, I would usually have these over the other ones. But they both have seeds. I'm removing the seeds out of this one, y'all. I'm doing the most. I'm being real bougie in this moment. But yeah, y'all. So like I was saying, there's this guy. He reached out to me, seemed really, really nice, really sweet, cute to me or whatever, right? And so he acted like he was kind of blindsided that, I, complimented him back. Like, don't tell me I'm beautiful. Look at you. What you talking about? You look in the mirror every day, sir. You know what it's hidden for. So anyway, so anyway, these are good. These are good. But anyway, I'm scared to touch anything, y'all. I'm so scared. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure I ain't touching none. I'm so scared I'm gonna touch something. Um, but yeah, dude seemed really, really nice, y'all. I told my friend that I don't know what's going on, but it seems like the only men that I attract are men that ain't got nothing. Like they don't have their own place, meaning they live alone. Cause I'm not gonna judge you and be like, oh well, you don't have, uh, you don't have a house, so I can't talk to you. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to live alone. Like I don't care if you have a house or an apartment. I just really want you to live alone. Like that is crazy to me. Like what is going on? Like don't be my age and older and all of that and be living with folks. Now, it's at times it seems as though it's different for women. But if you are someone who grew up how I did, in all honesty, my parents, I'm pretty sure they are disappointed that I left because they believe that the woman should stay at home until the husband comes and retrieves them, and then they go and live together. And that's how they, experience adulthood, if you will. I guess you could put it like that. So yeah, y'all. But, I went out there, did what I did. It is what it is. So I'm on my own now. And I like my own space. So, but anyway, but I was telling my friend, I said, I don't know what it is. It just seemed like don't nobody never had their own nothing. Don't have their own house. Don't have their own car. Don't have nothing except kids. Like, I don't know. It's like the people that roll up on me, they don't be having nothing. And I just be like, what is it about me? Like, I have definitely asked for people to have at least the bare minimum because to me, that's the bare minimum. Like, what is going on? I feel as though you should be able to bring exactly what I'm bringing to the situation. At least be on the exact same level that I'm on or higher. I don't be understanding. It seems like I'm asking for too much. I don't know. But anyway, so this particular guy, he has all of those things. But of course, he doesn't live in the city. Thank God he's not from Virginia because at first I thought he was from Virginia. So I'm like, yeah, this finna be a fluke situation because some ain't right. Ain't no way. Like, But he's originally from somewhere in the Carolinas, North Carolina. And it's cool. Like, he makes me laugh. Like, it's like, I can't even, y'all, I can't. Like, it was so unexpected that I think that's why it has taken me aback. It was so unexpected. I don't know if we're going to date or anything, but he has, kind of, been hinting at us spending time together and all that stuff. He is very aware of the fact that I am not looking for anything unless friendship and all that stuff happens first. And then that proves to me that, oh, well, maybe this person is meant to be with me because I'm not compromising on anything anymore because I'm tired. I tell you, I'm tired for real. Like, y'all be giving y'all be giving below the bare minimum. One thing I'm supposed to bend every which way and break. I've already told anybody that has been approaching me I'm tired. I have been having my peace. I love my peace. I don't have time for nobody to come in and do the most and think I'm just supposed to deal with it, all because they have a penis. And I feel like that's the way most people are. And I'm just like, no, I don't know where y'all get this sense of entitlement from. All because you have a penis? No, baby, I'm good. Like, most of y'all do not know how to lead, but want and claim that, oh, well, we're supposed to be the leaders of the household. Don't try to bring up a verse if you're not going to back it up. Because if you have enough common sense, you understand that if you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do, ain't nobody following you. Or nobody should be following you. Because I'm not finna follow behind you and you're not doing what you're supposed to do. That does not make sense. Like, oh, because you're a man, I'm just going to follow and do what you tell me to do. No, that's not how this works. So anyway, I digress from that point. But anyway, so he's just, y'all, I'm trying not to smile because anytime I get excited about somebody, I feel like I need to be aware that a shoe is going to drop from out of nowhere. The other shoe is definitely going to drop because where does this person come from? Like, what's really going on here? Yes, Lord, for all this juice I got that to drip down into this container because I'm sure I'm going to drink it. I'm going to get a straw though because I don't want my mouth to, my face or nothing to break out. But it's real juicy. Hallelujah. Anyway. But yeah, I don't feel as though I need to keep compromising just to say I have a man because I feel like that's a big part of the issues that I've accumulated over the years for myself. It's because I've compromised. I'm like, oh, I'm in love with their potential. Oh, the potential is there. The potential is there. The potential is there. And I'm like, no, depending on what it is, I'm not even rocking with the potential no more. I'm tired. Like, mm-mm. 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 Nope, nope, nope. So, I don't know, y'all. And then he likes to, like, travel and stuff. Like, he likes to drive. I was like, sir. Like, I was expecting him to be like, well, you need to come to me. You need to do this. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Because of how comfortable he's already made me feel, you know, if the time ever came, I feel like I would be comfortable traveling every now and again to see him, just to get away from this city. This city is very boring. It's very boring. Blah. But if anything comes of this situation, I'm definitely going to let him know that you're not going to be above my family. Because I used to have to fight my ex pretty much about me spending time with my family, going to see them. It's like, how you mad when you get to see your folks all the time? It's not fair. It is not fair for you to get an attitude with me because I'm trying to go see my folks. I refuse to have to fight somebody because I'm trying to go see my folks. Y'all do not understand the fight that I had to put up just to go and see my folks when I was with my ex. It didn't even make no sense. And it was crazy because at the time, I was leaving to go see them, go pick up a car, and come back to Virginia, right? All my friends, it's like all their relationships was on the rocks when I left. I don't know what happened, but when I came back, everybody was like, yeah, so we was going through, they was going through. I'm looking like, what? But it seemed like our relationship kind of actually ended up, I don't know, I don't know how, but it seemed like it was better that I did leave and go. Like, it seemed like that's something that kind of helped our relationship in that moment. But like I said, everybody else's relationship was going through. I was like, what is going on? But yeah, I'll keep y'all updated on what's going on with this situation. The guy seems really nice, really sweet. And when I tell y'all the things he be saying to me, I be like, sir, you don't know. You do not know me. Like, he don't be saying nothing disrespectful. He don't be saying nothing, like, off the wall. At least not as far as I'm concerned. But He right up my alley, just know that. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for listening and tuning in. Hopefully some of the stuff I told y'all about was helpful and you want to try it out fruit wise. I'll see y'all later. Bye.